Hey guys, this is Deathvulken. We are in the middle of starting a new game here. Well, in the middle, we just started. It's a Avernum 2 Crystal Souls. We're just gonna do the default party. That's my first time playing Crystal Souls on video, and I'm not really a braggart. I'm not gonna try to do anything weird. We'll play on normal mode. So I'm not gonna read all this text in the beginning because it's a lot. I will be doing some like dialogue stuff, but not gonna be doing anything like elaborate here because there's just too much to read here. And I can tell you the gist, okay? So basically, Avernum is this underground cave, right? And there's these people here, and I'm gonna give you the abridged version of this, okay? They're a nation of people who have been banished underground. In Avernum 1, you play as a party of humans who get sent down into this pit where it's like an underground world, just like completely cave. There's no light. There's a glow. Well, there's light, but it's like a glowing mushrooms in the roof. Basically, that's what Avernum is. It's this place where they send people down. There's monsters there. There's other lizard people there. There's cat people there. There's demons down there. All kinds of goblins. And this evil empire has been sending people down there to torture them. Right? And basically, right, people eventually get together down there and they start building and making a society of their own. So the Empire starts getting mad because they're not suffering anymore. So the Empire sends their troops and attacks, and they can't really beat them because just like when America got invaded by the British so long ago, the Avernites are able to fight and defend themselves. They have the home field advantage. So the Empire just keeps sending their people down and getting killed. So they resort to putting these like magical barriers around the towns, and that ends up making the Avernites at a disadvantage. So the Empire starts winning again. So now they're kind of like enslaved by the Empire, sorta, or they're at war with the Empire, but they can't communicate to each other city-wise because of these portals or these barriers that they can't cross. And that's essentially where you start. No, you start as these people in like a mine. Yep. One of them's like a fighter type. The other one's this guy, Zo S, right? Is his class, I believe. I forgot what class it was. Rebel, I think. Then this is a priest. Yeah, priest spells, right? His magic is priest spells, I think. Oh, they're magical abilities, but the spells are down here, I think. So like his spells, he's got like healing and a smite ability. The sorceress, right? She has sorcery spells, and she's got the ability to summon beast, cloak of curses, bolt of fire. Yeah, really basic magic, low magic, but kind of cool. Yeah, we're gonna play this game. I will read the dialogue going forward. I didn't want to read that long one, so that's why I gave you the abridged version. First of all, we're going to equip these potions, because you get these potions at the start, and many people don't notice. But you can equip them in your belt and use them. You got one, you have one, you have one. Everyone has one, so we all have potions. That's going to be useful. The room has this blanket. We'll take that. I don't know if we'll be able to sell it, but we'll take it. Alright. You stumble groggily out of the cave that has been your unwilling home for several weeks. Your muscles are still sore from yesterday's digging. You've been working on the storage tunnels for weeks. You notice the gate to the north is closed. Most Avernites have learned to resist claustrophobia, but seeing your lone route to the exit closed off makes you nervous. You can see Maxine on the other side. Maybe she knows what's happening. Before you proceed further, however, you should protect your head with a helmet. 2 crude helms of thick lizard skin await for you on the table nearby. You should take advantage of them before you move on. They just want you to practice grabbing stuff. Hey, put a helmet on. They're like crappy helmets. I wouldn't be caught dead in them. They're not bad, but my character's in Avernum will wear them. Alright, we can't go in this door here, right? It says the lizard skin helmet is crude and dirty, but it keep falling stones from cracking your precious skull bones. You look with regret at the door to the south. Time to start digging, folks. Dig, dig, dig. You enter the room. You have spent several weeks expanding. Your worn tools wait on the floor, promising exhausting hours of chipping away at one of Avernum's unending walls. However, things do not go as planned. As you enter the cave, the ground shakes under your feet. Slightly at first, then harder. It doesn't feel like one of Avernum's many cave quakes. No, this is more local. And then you hear a cracking stone, and the cloud of dust pours out from the passage to the south. Then you hear the chattering and shrill voices. Something has dug its way into your fort. You are about to enter combat mode. This tells you you're going into combat. Who are we attacked by? Goblins. So it's a tutorial, guys. I'm sorry. We hate tutorials. Ooh, shoes. You can put on shoes when you're in the middle of combat. It's funny. Maybe you can't. I'll just put in my pack. Alright, so you see these guys over here. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe I can pull over a bit. These guys, there's a goblin. Let's kill him. Several goblins. And while we're at it, we're going to cash. Oh, I moved too much. I'm probably not doing this right. You should not have your priest up front like this, but oh well. There's battle disciplines. First of all, you're gonna go over here and kill. Yep. Kill. Slice. Dice. Thrice. We're gonna go ahead and smite him. Killed one. Now she's gonna summon a beastie. The only problem is it summons adjacent to her, so it's gonna be a while before it comes over, but that thing will attack randomly to whoever is closest to it. So that's kinda helpful. Smash, smash, smite. And then this Cordelia will send a firebolt down yonder, burning him. This pesky goblin's throwing daggers at us. See? And then he can go here if he wants to. Smite the almighty smiter. Smites him. She's gonna go ahead and then attack with a fireball at this guy. Killing him. Alright. Goblins are perpetual pests in the underworld. Simple-minded, violent, enthusiastic breeders. It's far from the first time you have had to fight them. However, they are very disorganized. It looks like they have been working on digging this little tunnel for weeks. Goblins never engage with such a sustained project unless someone much more powerful forces them. You suddenly have a very bad feeling. You need to walk out of the main fort and let them know what is happening. The battle's over. Press end combat. Yep, we already did that. No, we didn't actually. We're gonna grab the spoils, right? There's crystals, shields, a bucket, some spears, some digging tools, and some blankets. You can use those. Crystal can be sold for some money. Chest, some money, some mushrooms to get high off later. I don't know. Not that I would do that, but mushrooms. Walking around. Dead. My lizard's still Hey guys, sorry about that. Apparently my subscription, they didn't recognize my Bandicam license. I don't know if this will have to be spliced later. We'll splice it if we have to. I'm not gonna restart it. But yeah, back to this. So I grabbed everything I could. We just killed some goblins. They were assholes. Unsurprisingly, dead goblins were not the only threat. The sounds of battle echo from the north. You can reach the carnage that much more quick. Maxine managed to get the gate open so you can reach the carnage that much more quickly. Something terrible is happening. As you approach the gate, a wall to the east collapses. A goblin head timidly pokes out of the wreckage, looking for victims. When he sees you, he ducks back and calls gleefully to his fellows. Goblins are kinda dumb. They don't really realize that we are stronger. So we just kill them. I think there's more though. Why don't you go cast shield on us when we all get together? Shield. So now we all got a shield on us that protects us in magic. You're gonna summon another beastie. That's another giant lizard. Don't you know how to summon anything else? Kinda hate this arrangement because I'm gonna have to alternate attackers. But I think I have a spear. I could probably use my spear. There, guy. Oh, it didn't work. You can go ahead and cast Flame on. Alright. He runs up. I'll just go ahead and throw a grenade at him. I think at him. You slice him. You smite. Smite's one of those things that sometimes works. Fireball. Or bolt of fire, not really fireball. Fireball is a later spell. I think there's more. Oh, I think that's all of them. We grab. Stick actually does damage. Coins. Javelins. Now you got plenty of javelins. All this. We can't go any further apparently. Alright. So. The storeroom is a large natural cave you discovered while digging passages in rock behind the fort. Finding it was a huge relief. It saved you a lot of work. The passage down to the rest of the fort is to the north. This is a good time if you haven't already to save your game. Okay. Deathvulken. Alright. So we got a Deathvulken play save. Just for you guys. Alright. You hear shouting and running to the north. And then two Avernite soldiers run into the stairroom. In a panic, they have new arrivals like you, green enough to be terrified. They are new arrivals like you, green enough to be terrified of goblins that are chasing them. They never seen a pesky goblin? Son of a... Look at these bricks. I gotta grab everything I see so I can sell it later. He run. That's cool. They're running away. Actually, these goblins are not that much of a threat. All this can handle him. Well, he'll try. You go ahead and run up here, I guess. You run over here. The cool thing about this guy here is that if he casts shield right now, it affects everybody, not just a party. See? Everyone who gets hit by it. So that warrior has effective shield. Girl, you know you're gonna summon a beast. This time she summoned a cave slime. Yep. Ouch. What's up, one of my guys? Look like he's got stronger abilities now. Cool. All this. Rebel. I don't know anyone else's name but Aldous. The slime's attacking. I wonder if I can zoom in a bit. I'd like to zoom in a bit. Can we zoom in? Let's see. Video. Let's try that small. Well, I don't know if that helped or not. I like the larger size better. For smiting, Cordelia, the sorceress, is going to cast a fireball. The slime bit him. That's cool. Alright. We're going to grab everything in sight. Let's be sticky fingers. Go peaceful. You speak to one of the young soldiers in the very night skin, already pale from years in the underworld. That's so inconsistent. They just arrived, but their skin's pale. Has faded to a sickly light. He has never been in battle when the bloodthirsty humans started flooding into the keep. You are able to learn a little of value. Apparently, as grim as things look up here, things are worse down in the main fort. He mutters something about cat people. Cat people, my heart to yours. That's what you heard, right, folks? We're gonna fight us some Khajiits. Well, they're not called Khajiits in this game. They're basically Khajiits. They are Nephilim, I think. We know how to fight. That I remember from Avernum 1. Although, should I equip some shit? Let's see what I got in my inventory. Some shoes of walking. Another potion. I just used it by accident. Awesome. I bumped the use button. A bow and arrow for the rebel. Rebel scum. Shield for Aldous. Crystals as usual. Give all the alchemy stuff to the guy here. I don't know if we can actually use it, but worth a shot. Bricks, sword. Belts are important. Let's try belts on. That's a new trick. Buckets of water. Everything else here is kind of just stuff I can sell. Alright. Water. Anything else in here? There's a chest. And it has a spear and a scroll of group heal. We'll need that later. And then the spear, I'm going to give to the rebel. I think he's skilled with it. I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Let's check separately. Can we check that? Level. Looks like he's good with pole weapons and throwing missiles. He's not good with bow and arrow. So I made a bad move giving him the bow. But Aldous is good with bow, so what we're going to do is switch with Aldous. Aldous, you're going to give him your bow. Or your throwing things. And then Zes, you're going to give him your bow. And you're going to be friends. Okay, here we go. Horarum. The stairs down to the rest of Fort Garnick are to the south, but they are guarded. You see the foes waiting to ambush you, and immediately realize who is behind the assault. The goblins are led by a Nephil warrior. The Nephilim are a race of fierce, clannish, feline warriors. They growl a lot. The Empire has slaughtered most of their numbers, sending few survivors down to Avernum of late. The Avernites have made peace with some of their clans, but others remain determined to get revenge on humanity. The large hunter snarls and hisses when he sees you. Myrrh. It's luck, human prey for Avernum of the Fang clan. Easy prey. You think I'm easy prey? Warriors of the fort are dregs. They run when we come. We hunt you all and take fort for our own first victory for Fang clan. Your assault ends here. Attack. Yep. Avernum is eager to battle. He leaps out ahead of the goblins and he's gonna die really fast. It's gonna be funny. After this fight, we're gonna call the video because I'm running out of time. But we will continue the series, of course, at a later time. We'll finish up strong though with this fight. Shield. Did not get her because she had something in her way. She's gonna summon a beast. Ooh, she summoned a skeleton. That's gonna be fun. I thought you had cat-like reflexes. I'm fighting the cat in a hat, guys. Let's see. Smite. Okie dokie, Aldous. Hit him with a well-aimed blow. Killed him. Avernum falls to the ground, dead. He is far from the first fatally underestimated, or from first to fatally underestimate the warriors of Avernum. You open the letter satchel hanging from his belt. Inside it, you find 2 scrolls. One of them is inscribed with magical runes. The other looks like a map. Interesting. You set the map aside, hoping to read it when the chaos has died down. We're gonna read it right now. Just kidding. I'll fight these people really quick. Then I'll look at a map. They'll all good. Through his port thingy. He's gonna fight him. It's pretty formulaic, you know. Fireball. Skeleton attacks them. They're busy fighting. No, they don't always fight the skeleton. Bow time. Oh, I walked up front. One more to go. Can your smite reach him? I just did protection by accident. Oops. Got him. All right, guys. Well, the door to the east is held shut by a padlock. That explains why the goblins hadn't looted it yet. If you picked a lock, you might be able to take advantage of Fort Garnick's limited supplies. Do we even have tool use to do it? We do not have the skill for it. We'd have to have known that was going to be a thing. I forgot about that. There's some cool stuff here, though. Alright, you go ahead and wear that instead. Give these to him. You can wear the necklace. I don't care. You can put the radiant ice there. There's the map. This is a crude Nephilim map of nearby caves. It seems to show a castle and a cavern not far to the north of it. The word Gath has been scrawled along the top. Okay, guys. We're going to call it good here. Thanks for watching. We'll continue the story here. I'm going to save the game here. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Good. I'll see you guys then. Take care.